So thank you all for attending this masterclass. So first, I will introduce myself. I am Kurase, I'm a medical doctor, and I'm in charge of the NPIS registry development. And I will please excuse Gregory Nino, who is the president of NPIS, who won't be able to present this masterclass, but who is with us today. And also we are joined by Iveta Nagyova. Thank you, Iveta, for being here, who will introduce herself later in this presentation. So this masterclass is about how to write an NPI card and how to effectively submit it to our NPI registry. So first, the most important thing I think about NPI is the definition. So what is a non-pharmacological intervention? An NPI is an evidence-based, effective, personalized, non-invasive prevention or care protocol registered and supervised by a qualified professional. So here we are talking about a clearly defined and standardized health practice that is time-limited, adaptable, and supported by reproducible evidence of benefit. It should be addressing a specific health problem, be tailored to a target population, and should be managing associated risks. So a very important fact to keep in mind is that this intervention does not fall within the scope of surgery or implementable medical devices. It can be integrated into a territorial health system, prescribed by a physician when needed, and delivered under the supervision of a qualified professional. So every NPI is expert reviewed by our pool of experts dedicated to research and then disseminated through the NPI guidelines. Therefore, an NPI is an open access protocol designed to serve health practice. What is an NPI card? So the card is the fact sheet documenting the full intervention protocol. You will find on the NPI card the designation of the NPI, the main health benefit, the secondary benefits, the risks, the mechanism, the target population, the protocol, the qualifications required by the professional to carry out the protocol, and the context of use. As we said earlier, every NPI should be evidence-based. Therefore, there are labeling criteria to make sure of it. So first, an NPI should be described with at least one publication of a pilot study to identify the characteristics of the intervention. It should be explainable with at least one mechanistic study to identify the specific process. It should be effective with at least two interventional studies to demonstrate the evidence of reproducible effects. It should be safe with at least two interventional studies to identify the main health risk. And it should be implementable with at least one study in the country. So please note that at least 80% agreement among our experts on each criterion is needed for validation. And on to now to how to submit your NPI cards. First thing first, before submitting, you have to create your account on the NPI registry. This link down below will lead you directly to the registry, and make sure to create a submitter account. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna go to the registry page to see an example of NPI. And you will see on the registry page right now, you can search for an NPI if you want. And there are also some question and answers if you have certain questions. There are three categories of NPI: psychosocial, bodily, and nutritional. And the one I'm looking for is the Otago program, which is a bodily NPI. So I'm going to search for it. And there it is, the Otago program. So as you can see, everything we've talked about is on the screen. So the specific health problem addressed by the Otago program is the risk of fall. It's a bodily NPI with this sheet code, so that helps for referencing in the guideline. And you can suggest at any time any improvement because every NPI is upgradable. And right now what you have on screen is the notice. The notice is intended for the general public. But as professionals, what we are looking for is the protocol. And in the protocol, you will find the designation of the NPI, the category of the NPI, the health problem that is addressed. It should be specific. The explanation of the NPI as to what are we expecting from this intervention, the routine test needed and its threshold, the clinical changes, and the secondary benefits. Also, you should address the risk, the direct risk, and risk of interaction. You will also find sections about the mechanism, the target population, the participant. It can be an individual or group intervention, the duration of the NPI, and the sessions needed. Now, this session is about the procedure, which are the details step by step of the protocol, and also the components of this procedure and the equipment needed. The location may vary depending on the NPI, and also don't forget to address the best practices for implementation, also for sustainability, and the precautions needed. Also some regulatory specifications. Now, the main initiator of the NPI may not be you, like the submitter of the NPI card does not have to be the main initiator. Just keep that in mind. And very important, you have to give the details of the qualifications that are required by the professional, the health professional, to carry out this intervention. And as we said, every NPI is evidence-based. So here are all the references that are used, for the NPI. And at the end, you'll find yourself at the author of the sheet, and you'll also find the list of experts that voted for validation of the NPI. So that's it for the example of an NPI. And don't forget, on the registry site, you can search for every NPI. You can also see other examples. So feel free to create and submit an account to be able to do that. Now onto the presentation again. If you need further support, besides the registry, you have the NPIS guideline. So this link down below will lead you to the site to download, the NPIS guidelines. And also every month there is a newsletter that will find you once you register via this link down below. So don't forget to do that. And now onto the NPIS agenda for 2025. So I will let Iveta talk a bit about what is coming up, which is the NPIS Summit. Iveta, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, Kura. It's my great pleasure to join this webinar. My name is Iveta Nagyová, and I'm the head of Department of Social and Behavioral Medicine at the PJ Šafárik University in Košice, Slovakia. I'm also an honorary president of the NPIS, of the Non-Pharmacological Intervention Society, and you asked me to introduce myself very shortly, so I think it's also relevant to say that I'm the immediate past president of the European Public Health Association. That means that I was the president of the EUPHA, the European Public Health Association, in years 2020 and 2024. And indeed, it's my great pleasure to collaborate with Greg and the NPI Society to promote the non-pharmacological interventions, and especially to bring together public health and non-pharmacological interventions, because it has a great potential to improve the health of people in general, and especially in patients with chronic diseases. So what I would like to promote here today, especially, is the NPI Summit, which is going to happen in Paris on October 15th and 16th this year. What is interesting about this is that this year marks the centenary of the Cité Internationale Université de Paris and the 50th. Sorry?
Absolutely, excuse me.
Yeah, and the 50th anniversary of the first use of the term non-pharmacological intervention in literature, which is registered in the PubMed. So it is a very special year, and I would like to cordially really invite everybody who is interested in non-pharmacological interventions, who sees the potential of this special approach to improve health of people in general, to the event, and still there is a possibility to register. So the event is hybrid. You can come in person, but you can also register online. So I think this is it from my side for today. Thank you very much for the opportunity to promote the summit.
Thank you very much, Iveta. So you can click on this link down below if you want to know more about the summit or if you want to know how to register, but you are welcome. And next, our ambition. So what is our ambition? By 2030, we'd like to have 500 essential NPI cards that are recognized by the World Health Organization. And I think it's absolutely reachable with your help, guys, by submitting NPI cards, and you're welcome on board. And if you have any question, if you want to get in touch with NPIS, feel free to email me through my email address down below. I will be more than happy to assist you about whatever. Just feel free to email me if you have questions or if you want support or assist, and I will be there. So that's it for the presentation. If you have any question, you can write them in the comment section. We'll get back to you. Or you can also just share it, and me and my colleagues will be more than happy to give you answer. So thank you.